girl's destination to increase the population of the next generation.
I really wish this was on Facebook. I still want you to repeat it. Like repeat.
Are we
it,
live
right?
now?
I guess
Yes.
we are probably. I guess we
Right.
are.
So love is defined as love is a sensation caused by a temptation whereby a guy stakes his location into a destination to increase the population of the next generation. That is love.
Oh, so it sticks
his
location
into the
I
girl's
wonder
destination.
destination. I mean, yeah, because I cousin send me brief.
Yeah. So
So love is sex,
no sex.
but that's a sex.
I mean, location and destination. You see,
stick
stick
location to
to
destination. Is that not sex?
So now, no, it's not entirely boiling down to
But
sex.
it's 70% sex.
No, I'm not doing percentages here. I'm just doing a random conversation. Right. So yeah,
We're live on Facebook. Join us,
Okay,
Love
sure.
FM 99.5, Love 99.5 FM Extra, and of course on YouTube as well at Love 99.5 FM. Join us right now, and it'll be a big part of the show. All right.
right. So with the conversation on board, I can say that now in this our generation, which literally translates as today's world, love is transactional now. Very transactional. There is nothing like true love. It only exists in the platonic ones, but in romantic ones now it's a business trade. In my perspective, why am I saying this? People
It's a
would,
business transaction.
yes, it's a transaction, pure transaction. You see, give me this, I'll give you that. Even in the issue of respect, in the issue of submission, there should be something that your partner should bring before you can also give in to what the person demands for. Do you understand? Unlike previously, where you would love somebody based on nothing, but in this our world, you love somebody based on something, and if that thing is not there, then it fades. So our love, it's equal to what the person is offering at the moment or interim. Do you understand? So I feel that yes, in this our world now, love, as we say, we abuse it. We say just like for the fun part of it, but with the true definition and what it means, we don't really understand that, because we say and live the opposite. We preach and we don't live by what we preach, because now in our definition of love is when someone is offering sex, someone is offering attention, someone is only offering when they are convenient. Now love in this our dispensation is when somebody can give out something when it's only convenient to them. And to me, I am establishing that this based on my fact that, and I'm sure some listeners will agree with me. Yes, it's fair you don't agree with me, but with what I know, love in this generation or now in this Gen Z world, it's transactional, purely business.
So you don't think there's anything like true love?
It hasn't. It's just an illusion. It's just a state of mind. It's very abstract, but not really collective.
But I didn't get your meaning when it comes to true love. So I would be able to correlate with everything that you've said. What is true love for Mr. Tabernacle?
So true love is a flawless kind of feeling where you love someone or you feel attached to someone based on nothing. Do you understand? And
regardless of flaws.
Yes. And then you want to see the person grow. You want to see the person become better. And you want to see the person become a best version of who they are. Because love should be an add-on of what the person is doing. Do you understand? So if you love someone and the person into a certain craft, because you are into the person, you make sure the person advances, adds on to become better. But rather, you don't have to love and deduct or subtract or whatever, take away the person. What I say? Your baby what you say, one by two as well, MSN. Do you understand? Love is not like that. Love adds on, it doesn't take away. The only thing love will take away in this context are the bad sides. Do you understand? So to me, that will be my definition. Very simple.
I'm going to come back to you. We're going to get into it properly.
Sure.
Lami.
Yeah.
What's true love for Lami?
Okay, so I would say that true love is when you love someone and you don't really care about who they are, especially let's say monetary wise, beauty, and yeah, maybe his physics or her physics. So sometimes you just love someone and you don't really know why you are with that person.
And that's true love. You love the person
Personally.
regardless,
Yes.
whatever it is.
Yes.
But don't you think it happens in today's world? There are people that are with people regardless whatever, they love they love the person.
Yeah, I believe that exists.
You do.
Yes, I believe that exists.
Have you experienced it before?
Okay, so let me say yes, but think
It ended.
not a end. Yes, it ended.
So are you trying to say that if it is true love, it doesn't have to end?
You see, when you realize that you are doing too much for someone, and the person tries to teach you so many things. So when the person needs attention, you are there for the person. When the person needs this, you are there. Every time he or she requests for something, you are there for the person. And at your vulnerable moments where you need someone to be with you, to protect you, and to do all the stuff you do for them, and the person doesn't reciprocate, like, you begin to start thinking, what am I really doing? Does this person love me the same way I love him? So when you start to think, you become wise, and you also do as he does. So maybe for the starting, you love genuinely, but at a point in time, you will begin to change because of the person's behavior. So true love exists where you love someone and you begin to ask yourself, how are you here? And mostly you begin to ask those questions when we need it. When you begin to see that you are doing too much for such a person, that is when you realize that, how did I end up here? Do you get it? Maybe you saw the person and you just loved the person, but it seems you are doing too much for that person. So at that point, you start thinking.
But must true love be reciprocated? I mean, that is why it could be a flaw, because you probably love this person regardless how not forthcoming he is with you. So must true love be reciprocated before, it can move on well?
Okay, so you can't be doing one thing all the time and you just do it alone all the time. So I love you. I do everything you need. Like, I sacrifice my time, everything for you. And maybe at the time I need you, you give excuses. Maybe your first time, second time, I wouldn't mind because I love you. But for the third time, fourth time, I'll begin to think that, why do I always do this? So sometimes you ask, your friend will narrate a story, you ask, so I didn't know now, it's what da. Because you were giving chances. Oh, I'm sure because he was in this mood, that's why he did that. Maybe it's normal. Then now or hoping that the person would see you that, oh, you are doing this, so let me help you.
So true love has to be reciprocated?
Yes.
Why?
You can't love someone who hates you.
But you've been, let's make it a bit religious. I don't want the conversation to be all about that, but then this is just an example.
Sure.
You know how you stress God.
Yeah.
You know how you are not perfect
Yeah.
in the sight of God, but then he loves you regardless. Is true love not the same as the love that God gives us?
Do you know, for you to even have the feeling that, my bunny, like, now, also friend, I mean, like sometimes you can do something, be like, oh God, I'm sorry. For you to say, oh God, I'm sorry, he feels okay, at least this my son or this my daughter still knows that I exist and I hate this. So we sin, we do all that we do, But if that person still have that kind of heart where he or she feels like, no, this is against God's words, at least I think he feels better. So God loves us regardless, but we also love him, even though we are humans, so
we have some shortcomings.
But we have people who sin and doesn't even care. They don't care at all. And we have people who also sin and they feel so bad and they go to God. And those people, I'm sure if you ask for forgiveness, he's going to forgive you. So I think aside God's love, we still have people who love each other.
Okay.
And there's a true love in this world.
All right. I was going to say more, but then I'm going to hold on as well and be back to Mr. Tabernacle.
Bro.
So for you don't believe
Nah.
that in today's world, true love exists.
Yes. You see,
Have you not met someone that loves you just for who you are before? Have you never been in that situation?
it's always been on conditions.
What condition would it be? Is it always money?
Not entirely money. It could be your personality. It could be your social status. It could be your religious standings. It could be anything. It could be your academic pursuit, how intelligent you are and everything. You see, some ladies are very sapiosexual, likewise men. So if they are built to a certain level of social status and they need someone to fit in, obviously they will have to go in for someone who will fit that box. So yes, so they will love you in your definition based on the fact that they need you to fit a certain space for them.
So a rebound?
Definitely, bro. Because you see here, love here, I've had some letter writings here. You see, in a romantic relationship, true love involves honesty, communication, and willingness to grow together. It is not just about emotions, but also about actions that show genuine care and loyalty. If we are to dissect this whole thing, it's very broad. Now, loyalty here, communication here, honesty here, willingness here. In this our dispensation, love is only for the fact that, yes, I am with you because you are with me, and because you have that, and because you have this. Do you understand?
Don't you think it's just in our minds? Maybe we are rather insecure about the people we go into love with, because maybe you never can read a person's mind. Maybe some actions will let you know that this is truly true love. Don't you think there are some actions that shows someone caring about you, someone wanting to know your whereabouts, someone wanting to know if you're okay as a person, if your mental health is in check, someone wanting to know if you've eaten, and all of those things is almost more like someone that really loves you. Because if a person doesn't love you, he is not really concerned about things that you go through and things that even happens to you.
You see, if I'm being real here, all that you've laid out doesn't mean true love. You see,
It means what?
anybody else can just do that.
And don't you think they do it because they love you?
They do it because
do you think,
care.
No,
There's
Mr.
between
Tabernacle,
care.
do you think that I would wake up in the morning and call you and have a conversation with you for, like, let's say 20 minutes about career, about life in general, if I don't really have a soft spot for you?
So now, per your example, yeah, if you call me, we talk about career and everything. When I gain that spot, obviously what will come next will be a demand sometime to come, because obviously you pressed me into that space, or you gave me that motivation, or you probably gave me that push.
So are you saying that the people that are in your life, friends, maybe connections, or maybe people you just talk to, it is just for something you would get later on?
It's not
Are
about
you
something.
having transactional relationships?
So now that's why in my earlier submission I wanted to outline the whole thing. Are we talking about a general relationship?
We're talking about romantic relationship,
Good.
but then this is an example.
So it's outside the romantic relationship. It's the
Because now
platonic one.
you've even made me know that true love now, it's more like a transaction, a business
It's
transaction.
a barter trade, brother.
Exactly. And so are you trying to tell me that even with friendships It is mainly transactional. It's because of something you can do for me. And that's why I'm perceiving, or trying to make you know that I love you.
Yeah, so from my dear's point,
Is it like today's world we give fake love? We are not giving anyone real love.
Yeah, that it's they have this word they say fanfulling, yeah. So if you are to inscribe that into the love conversation, you see, let's establish facts. From my standpoint, I'm using my standpoint because you see it's relative, and everyone holds a different definitions of what true love is, and my definition may be different from others' definition. However, there is always a baseline understanding to everything, and what I'm trying to establish here is that in this our world, people, you see, things are becoming tougher. Things are becoming more tighter. So as things are becoming more tougher and tighter, you need somewhat, everything to feel safe and comfortable. You see, you need a shelter. And before you can be coined into somebody's shelter, you need to fake stuff at a point in time.
Wow.
Do you understand?
So are we being real human beings?
You see, in marriages, people marry based on the fact that if I feel this man could be of good to me, so let me try to kowtow to whatever he does.
That's a woman's perception. How about a man's perception?
Now, men are also on the same light, but the ratio to men and women, the women are always higher.
So men marry because of goodness.
So
So
now men, some of them, marry extreme rich women or ladies because they also want to enrich themselves, not because they love them. There has been several stories of fact that young men will marry extremely rich ladies and then later dupe them and run away to marry people they feel attracted to.
And out of 10, how many people do that? 1 or 2 out of 10?
So with the ratio globally, I could say it's 6 to 4, because there has been several stories of that.
6 to 4 out of 10.
Yes. Do you understand?
And so what happens to the 4 or maybe the 6 that remains?
So
it's
now,
not true love they are given.
The 4 could be true love as they want to define it, but the 6 to me is straight. And then now, when you're making an analysis, majority are always used for the conclusions. It may not be true. However, we take the majority to be the overall understanding of whatever data you are trying to build. Do you understand? So I feel that, yes, in this our generation, I'm being fair as I could be, or I can be. Because now here in our world here,
there's no true love.
Yes, because
is it because you in your mind personally, you have a transactional mind?
No.
Do you have a transactional mind?
I don't have a transactional mind.
Do you think you meet true love? Or do you think you would be able to give true love, you yourself?
It's a state of mind. It's an abstract state of mind. It's a feeling. It's an illusion. Because of the fact that, you see, I went in with 400, but I was received back with a -0. I'm using my words very carefully. -0, meaning that ebiniho. What did I say?
Ebiniho on the lady's side.
Yes, ebiniho. So you will try as much as possible to try and draw the person to the positives. Do you understand? So the person will only come based on condition that, yes, maybe, you see, ladies have this eye that they can determine a prospect from your initial. This guy can be somebody in future. So let me get close to the person. Because as they get closer, they are investing in you so that when you hit the jackpot, you also invest in them.
And is it a bad investment?
It's not a bad investment. So that
and is it a bad decision?
It's not a bad decision. That is me. It's a business, bro.
But
no
what,
businessman.
But what happened to specs? There's true love, but what happened to specs?
It's a secondary matter. You see, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Underlying statement. Do you understand? Now, specs, as we say, well, I'm a spec, blah, blah, blah. In this our generation, all the specs is money. Do you understand? Brother.
What's your net worth?
I won't mention on radio.
All right. But don't you have someone that loves you? Regardless, you not being able to buy the person maybe a BMW at this point or maybe a Range Rover at this point. Don't you have someone that still loves you regardless?
My mother.
And that's it. You've never had any woman that loves you.
The lady I thought loves me, at some point in time, when I realized, you see, I agree with her on the base that...
Are you talking out of pain?
No, I'm not pained. I'm rather giving a very candid information.
Are you healed?
long time ago in Bethlehem. You see,
and you don't believe in true love.
Last week, I made a statement that I don't expect too much, so I'm not always disappointed. In whatever you do, you should leave room for disappointment, because we are human. We are not, even machines are not 100% efficient. We created the machines. So how much, you see, it's our build up that translates to the machines. Do you understand? So if you are not efficient, automatically, machines can never be efficient. So in whatever you do, leave room for disappointment, so that when it comes, you will just say, oh, then you move.
I keep saying this every time. We're being smart around love as young people. Are we not?
You see, brother, now, if you are not smart in this dispensation, I am making emphasis in this today's world. If you are not smart and you don't love with your head and you love with your heart, you die early.
Then what happens to true love?
There is no, it is a state of mind. True love died centuries ago.
So how about we change that mind of ours and decide to love people truly and genuinely?
Then it was, you see, the only aspect that you can love persons genuinely and truly is platonic. In terms of relationship, you see.
But wait, how is it? This is my question. I think Lami would also be able to answer this.
Right.
One. This is my question. This is my question. This is my question. How is it very easy for a male and a male, a female and a female, to be friends? And I could go to the extent of insulting you. Yo, I don't know, yes, like who you say, and like all the vulgar words that you could ever use. You use it on your male friend who is more like a best friend, and you're cool.
Yeah.
It's a chill day. I mean, everything is fine. You guys can frown, but then, Charlie, you're eating together. You guys can insult yourselves, but Charlie, everything is fine afterwards. Same for the ladies. I mean, you could just insult yourselves here and there, and I mean, even scold them to the point that it gets to them really well. But then, it works after us, and then it becomes very difficult when it is a relationship between you and your woman, the one that you said that I love you with everything I have. How does that become difficult? And then it ends from arguments to arguments, from arguments to arguments, and it has to even end the relationship. How is that difficult? How is friendship easy, but then relationship is so difficult? Why?
So in science, in magnetism, they say that like poles repels, unlike poles attract, but in love it's different.
What does it mean?
Good. So now, let me read something here. True love goes beyond physical attraction or temporal feelings, and is based on commitment, selflessness, and mutual understanding.
All this happens in friendships.
Good. Because it's the same gender. Do you understand? There is easy understanding.
I still have a female friend I can insult, go extent of talking anyhow to.
So I'm trying to build a point.
And we'll still be cool.
I'm trying to, you see, a female friend, you see, friendship and relationship, they are all shapes, but they are different.
And they are based on the same things you mentioned: mutual respect, commitment, and what's the last one?
Mutual understanding,
Exactly.
selflessness. Good. You see, friendship and relationship, same shape, but different understanding. You see, this is friendship. This is relationship. You see, relationship, it's going beyond the fact that you are come to relate. Now, if you want to relate to somebody else, you have to reconsider. But friendship is not like that. You can just snap and be friends with somebody just like that. But if you want to get into a relationship with somebody, that is where you have to have another conversation again. That is where you have to bring who you are, how she is, then you draw a line.
Don't we do same in friendships?
Friendships, you see, okay, let me try to bring this point for easier understanding. You see, friendships and relationship do have same manual. Do you understand? But the usage, they are different. It's like buying an appliance. They all have a white manual in that. When you buy a TV, they all have a white manual, but the writings and inscriptions are different. That's why I say that there is always a fundamental, or there's a baseline truth, which is on the mutual respect, commitment, selflessness, and then blah blah blah. But when it comes to relationship, where a man and a woman are to have that bonding, is different. It doesn't follow science rule, magnetism rule. It doesn't follow. Do you understand? So now, boys to boy, I can easily insult you because we have that mutual understanding, because we are of the same gender. Lady to lady. But when it switches to a lady and a gentleman, it's different because now there's different understanding. Now they have to reconsider now after a year could be from which is more different from or a level up from our friendship. So then we have to reconsider.
Is it not the sex that's making things difficult?
No. You can be friends with the opposite sex and still have sex.
And you got one will get attached, one will get hit, one would talk to you in a way that you feel like you're being disrespected.
You
but
see?
then for a friend, you never get disrespected. Let me ask Lami this question. Why is it difficult?
Okay, so I remember one day I was with my ex and I hate teasing. So he was teasing me and I said, oh, me there first. Oh. So like, I didn't mean it. I just said, oh, me there first. Oh, me Mensah, me can't trust me Mensah. I said that. He took it to another level.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And go for now, cause say, oh, me there first. Oh, and like a big deal. Yeah. You don't respect.
It will be a big deal for me.
You don't
if
respect.
You are my woman. That is the problem.
Yes, but if it was
a friend,
a mere friend, you even said also for so I didn't.
Good. That brings about respective egos. Respective egos comes in when let
me allow him land. I want to listen to this.
So you see, when you are in a relationship, we try to either demand or think we deserve some form of respect. Yeah. So you are a woman. I am the man. So sometimes, why would you feel comfortable teasing your woman whilst people are around? But you are the man.
Feel disrespected
and you feel disrespected. So that kind of entitlement.
And this is something I've been worried about the whole time. That's why, I mean, it had to come to this. Because how is it normal? I have a friend, male friend, actually. We go miles insulting ourselves. We go miles coding ourselves. We go miles telling each person whatever it's on your mind, Charlie. But then when it happens, what the other person that you say, I love you, I mean, me do.
You see, it's from the community or the society we are in here, in our country here. So we have a way of training women into marriage, and we have a way of training men into marriage. So even when you go to most of the weddings, the traditional weddings and everywhere, the people that are advised most are the females. And now they mostly advise the women because, and we coming up to see them, we feel like, oh, as a woman, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Forgetting that the two of you have emotions. You have your mental health.
Because the way I'll be very pissed for not even updating me where you are. But my friend, if my friend doesn't do that, any problem. But the way I'll be pissed with the fact that you're somewhere, one can't share me, it's a whole different mood.
So you see, there's love, there's care, and it's being intense when it comes to your
relationship.
Yes. So you feel like it's not only what you do with your friend, you do with her. There are some of the things you do with her, not about
I feel
sex.
like it is the
you can tell. I can tell my boyfriend what I am into. Maybe I received this amount of money. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I can just tell a friend, oh, I got some money. But I can tell my boyfriend that this is, so that in any case where I am going wrong in some parts of the usage, you will be able to say that, oh, he said how much?
Yeah,
how
do you understand?
Do you get it? Sure. So some form of accountability will make you feel like, oh, let me disclose this to this person in case of something. But not everything that you can disclose to your friend. So sometimes that kind of, you own the person, you love the person. Yes.
I didn't know I frame me, and that's another fight.
So why are you doing that? Tell me. You said you are coming.
You said you call me. Never called.
That was all. Yeah. And you are waiting to hear from this person. You are not hearing from the person. So you feel worried. But your friend Your friend has a girlfriend or has a boyfriend who also take care of her. So it's not like
You don't
that kind of
me.
entitlement.
Tell me something sweet.
Yes.
Then.
So that kind of entitlement, that kind of ownership.
I feel so bad inside. I feel like the people I left, I could have relaxed about it. But sometimes I feel like, no, I did the right. I don't know, like, because how is it difficult to love?
It's not difficult, bro.
It's not difficult.
Let me read out the comments on Facebook. Linda, your boy is saying that Natty, true love day, but to come by this day is a problem now. Good night, saying. And Kwame is saying that indeed true love is reciprocal because Jesus our Savior says in Mark 9:40 that he who is not against us is for us. Nathaniel, let the lady call me. Why? Let me go and sleep. I'm not into a relationship yet. And this one says, good evening, I'm Isaac Owusu Otiapia, listening to you from Kochi. True love really exists. If you get into a serious relationship and you feel attracted to each other and then you get to know each other well, then you treat yourselves right, stay faithful to each other, you realize true love exists and you enjoy the relationship very well. This is a true message. Yeah. But then, I mean, we could be in this. But it'll be the little things that Nathaniel Mensah gets so agitated about. Like, why not dating?
There is someone you will
but
meet
someone told me
you overlook.
Well, you overlook because still by my words, you overlook because you feel that the person carries a certain weight that you don't want to lose. You see, there are some people you don't want to lose. So you fall in line whatever their demands are. And when you become stronger from when they were feeding you and you become stronger, you will leave them. You see, bro, now you say you asked a question about the fact that why is it so difficult? You see,
and I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
you know it.
It's respective.
The little thing that a woman does, you are triggered. Like especially the men, we get agitated very quick when or very pissed early when we are not in the right mood. Yes. And the ladies don't get why are you bringing it on me? It is not about me.
It is a matter of understanding human beings. So I used to ask myself from yesterday, I've been asking myself, why can't I get angry again? Do you know what? When someone does something, I will just read it. Maybe someone also here.
Because imagine being from a place of hurt.
I don't just get angry again.
But now imagine this person. No, imagine coming from a place of hurt. Like you've gone through a rebound before, and you're seeing signs of rebound. But this person is also telling that this is not it. And yes, but saying at the end of me,
because if it's my
it's true love in New Ampana.
When you're anyhow because they're okay. It boils down to what I said earlier. Say, you don't have to expect too much. Because unexpected too much.
Reason why I'm single is this. Because I feel like I'm too much to bear. Like I'm too much to bear.
No.
How?
There be only too much now to.
Listen. You have to care. You really have to care.
And caring so much, will make me stress.
Why caring so much? You see, there's no Kabibi. I wanted to say something. Share. You have to love someone. As he said, you have to go with your head. Sometimes you should just be with a person. You do what you have to do with a person. You enjoy the moment. If it ends, it ends. When you think you are doing too much is when they've not even sent you. Like Obani Koskuna Omaniska, Utiani Fisimano. Those things or the travel on somehow you are not ne father. And you're now one. So some of the things when you do are sorry to say what do you mean? And you say don't. Do you get it? So there are certain things we do, we will say it's out of love, out of Jimmy. So you have to so you have to say that, okay, so I love you. Try your best to do whatever you can do for the person. Don't overdo.
Because I don't get it. Like my problem.
Don't overdo.
They say I'm a turn into maintenance. I don't get it. You know, it's this love thing that stresses us to death.
Yes.
Do you do that to your mom?
Yes.
No.
Oh, bruh.
You know why? I mean, you know why.
When my mommy is, I don't even care.
Really?
But when my partner is, I care so much. Because I know my mommy will take care of us. So my mommy will not go and do anything that will
your
make
dad
my
is
heart.
there to take care of him.
But I say, unam baby. I then one can't cheer me. But I feel like, oh, I'm how.
So those are the moments you
Trust
enjoy
issues.
it, and then everybody goes. You start a new one.
Let me get to the full lines and let me talk to the listeners. I'm sure they are feeling like I'm feeling.
Yeah,
because this is. It looks like I'm very invested in this one, right?
Yeah, sure.
You're feeling.
You don't feel like I'm feeling it. You've been able to deal with anger
No,
issues.
I understand you. See, when you want to get
Because me do pan me yes
but you see,
the
other person,
Why you like at Yakoda? Like you are okay. You won't talk about this again.
Like talking, not talking about it is more like I'm building it up. Because my anger starts from somewhere. It starts from the fact that I feel like I'm too much. Because I didn't or text yes some way be. That's little things.
Do you read meanings to text? So you are emotionally always attached to Dobi can ordinary home money per crowd.
Yes.
Good. So sanity there. When someone reaches out to you or you are in a relationship with somebody, there is a way to not be hurt. That is when it comes to what I said earlier. You see, when a bad relationship now, obia or individual ego, and always men want to dominate. It's natural.
Yeah.
So that is when you want to feel authoritative.
Exactly. Because how do you talk anyhow? Like you just take a phone, you type anyhow. You take a phone, you talk anyhow. But you think that you're not talking anyhow. Like, let's get to the phone line 03220-835. Anything I'm messing going away. You know what we say? Yeah.
Sound any panic here.
03220-83596, 03220-83597, 83598. Pick your phones now. Let me know, does true love still have a place in today's world? And ne bremu pa. Your Friday be odo kind. Or your show pass it. It be woho. Does it exist? Talk to me right now. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, boss man. What's your name, please?
Okay, so my name is Isaac.
Isaac, let's hear.
I'm the one who sent that message.
Okay.
Coach, yeah.
All right, Isaac.
I want to speak to you.
Mati and you.
My girlfriend, Yamini knows this year. My name is the same hood. And Mihona, before every date, even before we got to know each other, we'll be a home like Neon Kano Shana. So, opportunity date here on me hon say as a you feel on that than year and obia brand ho ase e man yon ko bia respecting yon ko bia treat obia right into no on as an argument nessa misunderstanding and disagreement a very less and and positive.
How long have you guys been together? Mercer and Matna.
We've been together for so we've gotten to know each other for over a year, but relationship there 5 months. Into at a time there are positives overcome the negatives and negatives times because me treating me also treating me and on you be a or yes custom on also on stress and time there as a relationship me enjoy.
It looks like a true love.
Yeah. Into me, honey say, so she will be now feeling that or not so feel you. That's a more treating whole year. Now more cheaty. Now be time be a woman who say, oh, yeah, or not so real. Or not so man who's like, oh, yeah, real. You wouldn't say, yeah, there's true love. So existed. But guy no studio, no. Don't say, be a mono. Be to me. And I was all preparing for any unfortunate. It said they all come and them but there is true love exists.
All right, thank you very much. 03220-83596, 83597. Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, bossman. How are you?
I'm blessed and yourself.
All right, I'm also fine. What's your name?
My name is Junior.
All right, Junior. Let's hear you, please. Line is very clear, but Jinaye Nankani and Casamito.
Okay, me call my pencil and I'm going
to call my pencil. All right. All right, my mintio.
True love day. True love really day. I have been married for 7 years. Between the marriage and the relationship, then we are going about 14 years. Yes.
Wow.
And I can tell you, Meryl said, Mayor Ewo outside the country.
Wow, long distance.
And this one, you find true love via communication.
Wow.
And yet, about any other issue, be I say, because the mood in common and Bufubema, but could be tuning down. I don't hear true love. And yet, I come up because now, lady, can't say beyond. The my type of relationship, anyone say, a member. You bet for your culture, I'm not there the biggest say. Your bad relationship, you must be the one to love me more. Must be the one to respect me more. Must be the one to cook the best food for me and everything the Obama also in the best mind. And the ego comes in, and that your power not overcomes them. But there are indeed true love where because my one of the counselors, the also when you're to them on your friend. I thought I become Obano, forgive me already. I said, my infant man cut out now on Tamo. You don't hide things. When you hide things like that, that is where Yana my Yajin and say, Yadania Profu TV is our area.
So we become too serious.
So Yana see the new see on the more. But true love, you don't see telenovela in it. You don't see telenovela in it. Now somehow of a cancel or cannibal or market time. Yamunamuko Krona, insurance, Kodeka, there with lots of drive with the idiot. But what Jimmy and I am in the after on the daddy. That's now, but market time to laugh with me, time to fight with me, time to do anything with me. And only you see the reality of love. But say by impromptu and as a boga for penny video, and you will not see any true love, but true love is really there.
All right. Thank you very much, Sam. Sure. All right. 0322083596, 83597, 83598.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. What's your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Prince Nathaniel.
All right, Prince, and you.
I know that because I feel
All right, Prince, and you.
Nathaniel. True love on it. When we see the right person, I am a hygiene. You say Nathaniel, who says true love on who don't know food on her. Everyone who send a OT cheating the enemy them to be aware Nadia, who send a Musiki Chamo. So, they say, Nipana to us, if you would do Nipana, any panin no. Say Nathaniel, yeah, or a relationship, Papa no. Oh, but Libya and any other, the who says, and me won't know me. And no one say me stay out, Anna. Nathaniel.
Me too.
It's the old brand new cow, honey, the true love, the war bet. When we see the bed door, the Nathaniel.
All right, Matepa, Medasepa. Let's do 2 more. 0322083596, 83597. Hello. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm also fine. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Mimi.
Oh, Mimi, you speak so well, Mimi.
From Burma.
Oh, yeah. Mimi, you speak so well, Mimi. Oh.
Thank you.
Mimi, please talk to us.
I wanted to contribute to your program.
Okay, please do.
To your co-host. I wish I could have a relationship with him.
Oh.
Yes.
A relationship as in friendship or?
Proof. No, I just want to prove to him that there is true love.
That'd be lovely.
You see, we all have that past where we frown at, okay? And then probably you've been through some 1 or 2 unfortunate circumstances that make you feel true love doesn't exist. But then, my dear, trust me, there is. There are still good women out there. There are still good men out there who are ready to settle, who are ready to love, who are ready to give their all, irrespective of not getting anything in return. Some of us, when you see us outside, you're like, oh no, this girl is too flashy, this girl is too this. See, nothing give us. deep down, we want somebody that we can call our own. And then 2, for you to find true love, woman, it is not your duty to go and love. You are to respect the man.
Oh my God.
Respect him and he would love you. That is a perfect duo. If I respect you, certainly you are going to love me. If I respect you, when you are talking to me outside, you know how to talk to me. Because you would tell yourself, no, this person wouldn't talk to me this manner, so I shouldn't talk to her in this manner. You would know how to treat your woman if she respects you.
Oh.
But then these days, we women, we are rather loving, expecting the men to respect us because we think we can rub shoulders with them because you are working, I'm working, you're getting money, I'm getting my money, so what then arbitrary me? But if you go and then you come, you respect, you would enjoy the true love we are talking about. True love really exists.
All right.
Now, give yourself the chance to love. Give yourself the chance to love. Forget about insecurities. Don't look at those things. But then the personality. He made a statement that certainly if somebody would love you, it's for a reason. Talking about specs. Honestly, I wouldn't go for somebody that I am not okay with.
Definitely.
Because I don't want to cheat.
Yeah. Because if
I go in for a fair guy, and then I see a dark guy, I might be tempted.
That means you love dark guys.
That's it.
Ah, farmer papa.
Obia one specs.
The guy is actually dark though.
Is he tall?
Tall, yeah, tall. Slim too.
He's tall.
Yeah, tall,
Is
slim
he a
too.
bit muscular or he's slim?
Slim, man.
I won't mind you.
But is your number, your property should ask you if your number ends with 79.
Yes.
All right, sure. Yeah, that's a bit brave. Let me do one last call. 03220 83596 83597 83598. All right. This will be the last one, and we go. Hello.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Yes, sir. Good evening. All right. Who am I speaking to?
Focus.
All right. Focus here too.
I don't know if you know true love. One is hope, and one is trust.
Okay.
And the kaboom, and they true love. And I do Nathaniel say, Nipa Minusia. That's a true love and a banasa, Omnia to my Eware, that's Omnia will see a pet. Like, sir, moment, and a true love and a like I say, if you want to make it, because the bench say, I'm going to never see a bench in Obana de, I love me in our command crown. On the dinner. And I'm as a say, dear girl like Obano and non crown and chain baby. But you are a crown of the Beman Penno. The bench in Obana de, love and on winning in our command crown. You a giant Beman idea, as in chain. The bench Beman is my bar. The bench not like in the Nedian Evacuation, or mention with that. Beman inside. No, a banner, I'll connect the hole, not Umudiaco. You are a question, coach, not Beman in chain. You a giant. The moment I are, then for me, we shall say, a young man. Some moments, one of Nana, that kind of true love, no share the picture.
All right. That's very insightful. All right. So I don't think we have any last words. We have last words. Let me pick 30 seconds each from you. Let's go. All right.
Okay, so true love is this. When you meet someone and you start a relationship with a person, just give out your all. If it doesn't work, you move on. Don't work with what if. That what if will not make you explore and will not make you have fun in your relationship.
All right, Mr. Tabra.
Right. So once again, yes, I understand. I've listened to every caller's submission. Yet, until I am convinced, I still stand by my words. Do you understand that true love is transactional and it's business? You see, you could say, saying is different from actually living what you are saying. So until I see that the person is living what you are saying, true love is transactional.
So challenge accepted.
That
the lady wants a challenge. Challenge accepted.
Yes, fair challenge. Let's do this.
All right, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me on the show. I don't have anything to say about true love. You heard how I feel already. I mean, I don't know. I'm confused. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. And so that'll be it for tonight. Tomorrow is a Wednesday. Today is a Wednesday. 10 p.m. we'll be here. And of course, it's going to be the later edition of Vibes. As always, poco, little by little, we're going to get there one break at a time. And so please don't push it, don't rush it. It's definitely going to be possible. I'll see you when I see you. Until then, stay safe and stay out of trouble. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.